Life is good 13. 13 love y'all. You are creation 13. I'm Ambassador Adam Starseed. And today I want to talk to you about some things that have been on my mind for a while. But I've still been doing research on it. But something clicked with me today. And basically, I'm going to be talking about the sun. And through my previous videos, I've talked about on how the sun that you guys see out there is the Earth's sun. It's a reflection of the inner Earth sun. The universal sun we can't see because it's way, way out there. If you do your research, there's absolutely no way that you can see the sun from the Earth. That's something you have to do research on. So, so let's bring you to the topic of sun gazing, energy charging, things like that. When I first woke up in 2010, I was learning about sun charging, and I did my fair share of it, and I also learned a lot from it, because you get downloads from the artificial sun, and you can also connect yourself to the universal sun, which is how I got my downloads. I would connect to the universal sun, but later I would learn to find out, and I've talked about this in previous videos too, is that the universal sun is your universal sun, your spirit, your soul. You're connecting back to your soul, because everything that's outside of you is a reflection of within. So like I've said before, the universe, the sun, is your own soul. So you're connecting back to your soul. So that's where you're getting your streams, your downloads and codes. Now, here's the thing that I just learned, from my perception and viewpoint, is the artificial sun. Okay, because if the universal sun is your soul, the artificial sun also has a big part in this, since it's the Earth's sun. So the Earth's sun is the oracle of the Earth. Okay, and what is an oracle? It is the mind mainframe of this whole world structure. Okay, it basically sets the tone for the timeline you're in. It plays out things, or it downloads, the Oracle downloads different programs based on thoughts, and it makes it so that if you do want to manifest something, if you have a large amount of people, it can be generated and created. So basically, every time you go into a timeline, whatever is the most dominant thought is going to manifest quicker. Hopefully that makes sense. But basically, the artificial sun is the oracle of thoughts and timelines. So every time you go out and sun gaze, like I said, you can connect with the universal sun, but you don't have to actually go outside. You can do that inside. I definitely recommend going outside, because being out in nature really relaxes you, calms you, and you get the whole energy, the synergy flowing around you a lot better. So when you connect to the universal sun, your soul, your spirit, it's a lot better, and you're communicating a lot better. But you can still connect it inside, because I was thinking about this for a couple years, because I'd always feel that my energy wasn't as high because I couldn't be out in the sun. Well, I've been experimenting for the past year, and that's not the case. That's something you just have to figure out for yourself. So yeah, so you can still get that same charge from within you, because you're a built-in battery. You have magnetic field. You have everything that you need to keep yourself generated. That also has to deal with what you eat, vitamins and minerals and all that stuff. All that you need in your body. Without it, yeah, you're gonna get tired. You're gonna get weak and things like that. So it's a good balanced meal system in your body. You get lots of those vitamins and minerals. It'll keep you charged and it'll help you stay connected to spirit. Um, so, anyways, last night, I think it was last night, um, I couldn't sleep for the life of me. I mean, literally, like, I could have pretty much just stayed up 24/7, but I had to go to work, so I had to try to get some sleep. So I basically only got like 4 hours of sleep, but I slept for like the first hour, and it just felt like I was sleeping like for 12 hours. And I just was like, what in the world's going on? Because I figured maybe I might be late for work because I may not be able to wake up. But and it wasn't the case. It was like only went to bed at 1:30 and I woke up at 2:30 and I was like, what's going on? Then I woke up again like at 4:30 or so, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, what in the world is going on? So then finally I got up and I went to work. But I felt great. But the weird thing was is it felt like I slept for like 2 days. And I was like, man, what the heck is going on? And so that was last night. So went in today, and the energy was very weird. It just felt off. It wasn't that my vibration was off. It felt like I was going through a timeline shift, or to me, it just felt like everything was just kind of merging together. Kind of like, say you got like 5 versions of me, right? And when timelines shift, just kind of picture, you're the center, and then just like all the kind of shadowy effects of the four other cells just kind of merging together into one person. That's kind of how it felt today. And I've been doing research on the sun and everything, and everything just kind of clicked today. So basically, this is where I come up with the oracle, the artificial sun. So every time that you go through a timeline change, a time shift, so on and so forth, the oracle changes, the artificial sun changes. And because of this, if you're not in tune with the oracle, the world, the oracle, you're going to be out of place because the oracle is set for those timelines. Because you have to remember that as there's each individual timelines, there's each individual oracle as well. Like I said, pretty complex. So when you go into a new timeline that you may not have been into or in tune with, it makes everything feel strange and weird because you're not in tune with the shift. So it can take a while to download what the oracle is trying to feed you. Now, do you want to receive that information from the oracle? For my answer, no. The point being is you don't, because if you download the oracle, the current timeline, download 100%, you get in tune with that timeline, you get stuck in that timeline. And to me, I'm constantly want to learn and grow. I don't just stop and say, hey, this is how it is. I keep evolving and keep learning. So I'm constantly shifting through different timelines, different structures. So things constantly change. I'm constantly on a wavelength of change. And it's weird because when you go through timeline changes, you have one mindset of, this is how the world is, this is how, some people may think, right? But then things will shift and it's not the same. Either, some person may be really unhappy and angry one day, then all of a sudden it's like it never happened and they're super happy and they're just a totally different person. And then it will constantly shift. They'll act different, they'll wear clothes differently, like their whole attire will change. I mean, to me that's kind of weird. Why would a person have attires that they've had forever and then all of a sudden just change just like that? It's different things that you notice. And this is how you know you're going through different timelines and merging with different timelines. And this is where it's important to understand what the oracle is. And when you're um, downloading from the sun, are you downloading from the universal sun, or are you downloading from the artificial oracle sun? Oracle sun will give you information. And this also is linked to the ruler of this world, which is Satan, the fallen angels, which is the archangels, the seraphim. Now I'm doing research on all the things I just named: archangels, Satan, seraphim, fallen angels. They're all the same thing. So they run the behind the scenes of this thing, and they also run the oracle as well to keep the souls trapped here. It's pretty complex. Everything is complex. Like I said, it's always going to be complex. Despite what people say, well, you make it complex. But to me, there's just so many things that go on that it's a continuous flow. That's why it's important to get out to nature. So when you're experiencing all this complexity, you have to get away sometimes and just relax, stay calm, get into nature, and just be free. Because if you're living a complex life, your mind starts to wander and everything gets really chaotic. So definitely have to give yourself a break, and your guides and your heart and spirit will tell you it's time to take a break. So so the oracle, be very aware of how you're charging from the sun. To me, honestly, I don't think a lot of people are charging from the sun like they used to, compared to 2011 and 2012. But it's just all based on where you're learning. And I know I'm kind of jumping back and forth, but I was just kind of trying to figure out the easiest way and how to explain what I'm going through. So hopefully this video makes sense. But I just found it very interesting, that the artificial sun, what's like says inner sun, is the oracle. So I mean, and I've said that before, is that the universal sun is the spirit of the earth. So it makes sense that it would be an oracle. And you can do research on oracles, and it'll give you lots of information. Just like the Matrix, it had the woman in there, and she was an oracle. She had the human form, but you have to look beyond physical reality to see the greater aspect. Because an oracle can be in a physical form. Angels and demons and all that can be in a physical form. The spirit realm is what controls this whole environment. Your spirit controls this environment. Well, that's something you have to figure out for yourself. So definitely always connect to the universal sun, which is your soul and spirit, to get the true downloads and links and everything else that's going within you. Like I said, there's a battle that dwells within you. You got angels and demons fighting within you, and it's up to you to balance out that war that's going on within you. It's very important, because there's also a war going out here in the physical realm. It's attached to the artificial sun, which is the oracle. And like I said, the stronger the thoughts are, the more people have of thoughts, that oracle will transfer that to people. This is where the 9/11 thing comes in, and what they were trying to pull off here, Monday, Sunday, Monday, something like that, with a huge weather storm. And it just didn't pull off. It's the oracle, the powers that be, try to make you fear. They try to control you. The oracle is there to try to control you. So they try to make you fear. The asteroid that passed through, they try to make you fear or think of, ooh, what is this? It's just many different things. and asteroids are now more and more becoming, the thought process is that they're ships. Okay, they're ships passing through. The Guardians of the Galaxy are passing through, which I've talked about, and that's very true. They are ships, and this is why it was a little different, because it wasn't, apocalyptic, which apocalypse is the great unveiling. It wasn't a fear tactic of, oh, is it going to hit the Earth this time? It was, oh, there's an asteroid. What is it? And everybody's starting to now talk about it's spaceships. It's, galactic spaceships. So, the oracle is constantly changing based on thoughts, and that's also very important. And the strange thing is, too, is everything that is happening right now on this perceived year is almost identical to what happened last year and the year before. Like I said, you'll see a constant cycle generating over and over and over again. So when we get towards mid-February and March, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to talk about a rapture, because what happens in March? Blood moon. So they're going to talk about blood moon and raptures and all that garbage. Plus there's going to be more rumors of wars and so on and so forth, because March sets the stage for the rest of the summertime, and then goes all the way to September, which is when the war basically kind of ends. So you're going to see this whole pattern unfold. This is where the oracle comes in, because it's a pattern set. It's just that's how you build a story. You're seeing a story unfold, and that's why it's so important to stick with your story and not their story. This is why I said you don't want to download the artificial sun, the oracle's stuff, because you'll get stuck in that timeline. This is why you always want to constantly keep jumping through timelines, merging with timelines, and changing with timelines constantly. So you stay where you want to be. You're rising up, you're changing your vibration of frequencies, and you're staying in tune with your power and with your energy, your synergy. That is connected to your soul, to your spirit, that is also connected to the creator of all this, the father, mother, child aspect. It's all interconnected together. And so basically that's just what I want to talk to you about, is just, do some research on the oracle, artificial sun, see what you get. Talk to your spirit and soul through meditation, through prayer, and see how it feels to you. And pay attention to when you go through timelines, because that's going to really help you know where you're at spiritually. Because those who are in tune with their timeline shifts are in tune on their spiritual path. So I'll leave all this information to you guys. Hopefully it'll help you out. If you have questions, let me know. If you have any experiences, feel free to share as well. So that's pretty much it. So love y'all, love yourself, keep shining bright, and talk to you in a little bit.